Okay, in this video, I'll be talking about simple design samples. Simple design samples. Now, the simplest design is a design that you do on white background. That is the simplest form of design. Take for instance, let's say you want to do a design and then you write something like secrets secrets of, let's just put this here, then copy running designs. Okay, so let's say we have something like this. As you can see, just plain white background. So you want to change the font here to a font that looks nice. Let's use this pre-college whatever, and then line spacing, bring them closer, then increase. So that is what I'm trying to say is, oh sorry, I forgot to say, always work with your what's it called, your grid lines. Always work with your grid lines. I don't need this. Always work with your grid lines whenever you are designing. So okay, so secrets here, I want to change this fonts. Okay, what should we change it to? With this Seneca. Okay, so let me change this color. Let me change this color. Secrets of stunning designs. Why is this one here? So secrets of stunning designs. So in this case now, you can just write your name on the top somewhere like this. Say Lyurian Digitals. Then you just change the fonts, something interesting. There's this Avegi, yeah. You just make it a little bit conspicuous so people can easily read it. And that black is not really black. This is black. Let me just leave it that way. Secrets of stunning design. So what I'm trying to bring out here is that the easiest form of design you can do is to just design on white background. Arrange your text, arrange your shapes, and insert your image. So let me look for an image to insert here. Oh sorry, so let me look for an image to insert here. I need something that the background has been removed. Okay, let me use this lady. So can you see something like this now? So let's say I'm placing this lady right here. Can you see? Just plain white background, no addition of anything. Everything just something like that. So I have my Liberian digitals, excuse me, at the top, and then secrets of stunning designs. Then the next thing I want to do is to take my shape and then bring this shape down here, extend it like this, extend it a bit. I want it to overlap on R. That's based on the concept I want to adopt here. I want it to overlap on R a bit. And then I want to add curve. I want to add curve to it. That is the radius. So here's what I'm trying to do. The color. Okay, let me add color. Okay. So here's what I'm trying to do. And then I have this, yes, this part here. So you can see I'm trying to work with the grids. I'm using left alignment here. So this is what I want to do here. So I have this right here. Secrets of stunning designs. I have this right here. So I can just come down here, reduce the opacity a bit. So in your own case now, you can move this image maybe like this or whatever the way you want to move it, right? So it's dependent on what you want to achieve and how you want it to look like, or the concept you are trying to depict. So I can bring this back. All right. So I have secrets of stunning designs here. So let's say I want to put some text now. So in this case now, I'm just going to lock all of this. I'm going to lock this, lock this, lock this, lock this, and lock this, right? Why am I locking them? Because I don't want them to move. I don't want them to move. So let's say I have this now. I'm going to change the color to white. So like I said, this is just simple basic design, right? Now why am I doing this? This is because you need to understand how to do basic designs before you start trying to do advanced designs. You need to understand how to do basic designs before you start attempting advanced designs. The reason most people don't end up with good designs is because they are trying to skip classes. They've not done the basic designs well enough. They have jumped to advanced designs and it just doesn't work that way. Alright, so I have my write up here. Let me just be fast with this. Okay. I want to space them out and then have them right here. So I think I want to make some little extension here and then have this right here. So I'm going to change the fonts. Remember the font rule, don't use more than two fonts. So I'll click on recent. Let me see the fonts I have used. Let me try Asenica. Okay, in this case now, this Asenica, I need it to be much more bolder than that it is what it is showing me. Okay, okay, so I have this. So you know this Asenica here and the one on top, they are the same thing. So let me try and change this Asenica, this secret of, to match the one I just used right now, which is the Asenica medium, this medium right here. So it's going to have a little bit of weight, yes. So it's becoming much more easier to see and reckon with. So I have these guys here. I'll just lock them as well. Remember, I said I'm just working with plain white background, just text, shape, and image. Text, shape, and image. So the next thing I want to do is to come here to my gallery again, and okay, I don't want to do anything that would be too advanced here. I just want everything simple. So I'm going to come here to shapes, right? And then change this to circle. If you don't understand anything I'm doing here, please you need to go back, watch some of the videos at the beginning. But I've explained every single thing I am doing here, there, right? So let's say I have this white bullet right here, and then I want to give it a stroke. Yeah, this kind of stroke. Yeah. So should I color fill? Let's see if we fill the color with black. What does it look like? Does it look okay? Okay, it's like it's going to pop. Okay, instead of filling it with black, I would like to use the color on this lady. So I selected on the eyedropper, clicked on the lady, and then selected the color and then check. Mm, mm, mm. Well, okay, so I just want to use that color so that we would have something that relates with color in the design. So I already have that. The next thing is I want to copy and then move. Oh, sorry. Oh my. Okay, the reason I couldn't move that was because the this what's it called, this icon, zoom icon, was on. Okay, so let me zoom back. So in this case now I need a grid line to guide me here. So you can see I've dropped the grid there. So the next thing I want to do now is come here. So this is how you work when you are designing. You work with grid. So at this point now, just come to my position to reduce this guy, and then so let me see what it looks like. Okay, so let me just copy, bring it down, copy again, bring it down. So it's not necessary, it's not compulsory that you use circles for your bullet. You can use anything, you can even download. But for the sake of this video, I don't want to go overboard. I just want to keep everything simple. Like I said, just simple designs. You're just starting out your design. You shouldn't be stressing yourself too much. Just do simple designs and then you are good to go. So let me turn off the grid right here. So this is a simple design right here. Now this design is looking flat, it's not looking that interesting. So I can decide to do something like this. So remember, when you just start out your design, use shape, color, shape, image, and text. Shape, image, and text. Don't forget that shape, images, and text. So I want to give this a color, right? Can you see that as I'm filling in those places? Let me bring this, press it down, bring it down to, where's Lyorian? I want to put it under Lyorian. Yeah. So I'll then move this Lyrian. You remember I locked it. So I'll then move it up. Okay, so I believe you are still with me. So this is the simple a simple design. Let me see what else we can do to this. I'll lock the both of them. And then okay, so let's say I want to write my phone number, my contact details. I'll just have that right here. So I can do something like this instead. So instead of having it fill up like the other one on top, I can just have it like just cover this whole place and then okay, so I want to give it this same color, but then I want to add stroke to it and then the radius, yeah, yeah. So the opacity here, can you see? I want to give it a glass-like effect. Yeah, something like this. But that stroke, I think that stroke should be red because I'm using red. Like, oh, I have double stroke enabled here. So let me just leave it on black. So this secrets of and blah blah blah. Secrets of. So another thing you need to learn now is I'll click on this other icon right here because I want to move the both of them together. This secret on yes. So I'll click on this. No, sorry. I'm going to click on this right here. Then secret of and stunning. Then I'll click on this and then click on move. So I want to move the both of them together. I want to move them up, right? Yep. So I've been able to move them up a bit. Yeah. So the next thing I want to do now is that I want to move this design arc and everything there up. So what I'm going to do now is to do the same thing. Click here, click this 1 2 3 4 design arc and this one, then click this move and then click here. So I can now move them up. You can see they are moving together. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to achieve. I wanted to have a kind of spacing, yes, enough spacing between this guy and the other parts because this one is too close to the edge down. This is what I want. So there will be enough spacing between everything. So in this case now, let me just type in my contact details. So 09037323081 and then 09096191839. So you can easily reach me on any of these numbers right here. So remember I've used two fonts. I've used two fonts. This Lyrian Digitals is supposed to be my logo, right? It's supposed to be my logo, that area digitals. So the font I'm using for design 1 2, which is I repeated this one right here, right? So let's take this one as my logo, so we are not counting it as font. So it still means that I can still use one other font style. Remember I said maximum of 3 fonts, right? Maximum of 3 fonts. So let me see, let me just go for my Proxima Nova. So I want my contact details to be bold, easily readable. Give me a color. Yeah. So something like this, I think I need to add a little bit of spacing. Yeah. And I'll move it. Yes. So a design as simple as this, you can see how we started this whole design from scratch, right? So another thing you may now want to do is that you can just add a simple background so that this background will not be plain, right? Go to your gallery. I've downloaded backgrounds already. So go to your gallery and then I can apply something like this. Before you do this, make sure you lock every other thing. Lock every other thing so they don't get misplaced. Lock them. So this is the only thing I want to be moving. I want to see moving on this, right? So now I'm just going to take it, drag it down, drag it down to the very bottom. Can you see that it really changed the look now? Just soft like that. In some cases, you may have to reduce the opacity if you see that okay, the opacity of what you imported is too much. But in this case now, it's not just like obvious. So you can see how we were able to come up with this design before your very eyes. So graphics design is something very, very simple. Just follow the what's it called, the rules, and then you'll be good. You'll be good to go. All right. So I'm going to make another design. I'm still talking about simple designs, right? So I'm going to come up with another design in the next video so you would see how I would go about that as well. See you in the next video.